Hi everyone, so welcome to Studio Mori Podcast. My name is Daphne and I'll be your host for today's episode. Now today we have a special guest wherein at a very young age, very successful na. So Sean, okay, he's a good friend of ours and she's a certified public accountant and certified management accountant. So magkaiba pa yon. Galing, no? She was once a student leader. She actually graduated from the same school as me,
Yes.
UST. Go, Ste!
Talaga?
Yes!
Yes, ka pala.
Yes. And during her time in UST, she was very active with organizations like Rotaract, Glee Club, Football Club. Talaga ang dami niyang ginagawa. But ang galing, di ba? At a very young age, she already has an idea of what she wanted. And later we'll share with you ano na yung mga na-accomplish niya. But I'm so excited to share with you that she's just 30 years old. She just got married, di ba? So, she has a business. She has an accounting firm. And also, she's one of the top leaders of Sun Life Financial. She's an insurance agent plus a unit manager. O, di ba? All of those at a young age of 30. So please help me welcome our guest for today, Sean Cruzada.
Thank you.
Yay! Yon.
Yes.
So, Sean, dami ko na nasabi. Pero, ang feeling ko marami ka pang pwedeng ma-share.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Can you tell our audience what your background is and how did you decide to pursue accountancy and financial advisory?
Ayan, sige. Actually, kaya ako napunta sa financial side kasi both of my parents is accountants.
Accountants, okay.
Accountants sila parehas. And growing up, para magkaroon ako ng pangbili ng gusto ko, tumutulong ako mag-encode. Actually, siguro sa community namin nun, kami yung mga pinaka-early na nagkaroon ng computer. Kasi yung father ko, ano talaga siya, techie talaga siya. Tapos inaaral niya talaga yung Excel. So, early on pa lang talaga, elementary pa lang, marunong na kaming mag-computer. Tapos, tinuturuan na nga ako mag-encode nun. Tapos yung sideline ng parents ko, yun, bookkeeping, inaayos nila yung accounting system ng isang company. Tapos minsan, nung time na bata ako, naisama kami sa Boracay kasi yung client nila, yung business, nasa Boracay.
Okay.
So, buong family kami, dinala kami sa Boracay. Tapos, parang from there on, sabi ko, parang merong sariling work yung parents ko, pero nagsa-sideline pa sila ng iba. Tapos, nadadala pa nila kami sa sa iba't ibang lugar. So, then on, parang naging natural sa akin na parang okay din palang mag-sideline kahit na may work ka. So, yun yung ginawa ko. And siguro growing up kasi yun na yung ginagawa namin nagbubookkeeping yung mother ko, yung father ko, nasa corporate siya, pero meron nga siyang mga side hustles. Tapos, every time na bakasyon, ang ginagawa namin nun, lagi ako tumutulong sa type ng ITR. Kasi dati, typewriter ba?
Yes, typewriter. My God.
Typewriter ba talaga yun? So, kasama ko yung mga kasama ko sa church. Nag-aano rin sila sa amin, nagsa-sideline din sila sa amin pag bakasyon. Nagta-type din. Kasi nga, typewriter pa noon, hindi pa piniprint. So, yun, high school yun. Tapos, nung nag-college ako, tinik ko na talaga yung accountancy kasi nga, meron nga kaming accounting firm pero hindi siya registered kasi hindi CPAs yung parents ko. So, because of that, kumaga parang sa akin na atang ang pagiging CPA dahil nga para at least ma-continue yung ginagawa namin. And then, 5 years ako na sa accountancy sa UST kasi kaka 5 years lang nun. So, ganun pa din, every bakasyon, tumutulong sa ginagawa sa bookkeeping. And eventually, nung gumraduate ako, hindi muna ako nag-work agad. Parang tumulong muna ako sa pagbe-business permit tuwing start ng year. Tapos yun yung ginawa ko, as in pumipila kami sa iba't ibang offices sa loob ng ang tawag doon, yung municipal hall.
Nice.
So yun yung ginagawa, tapos umiikot talaga kami, tapos may iba't ibang part yun kapag nagbe-business permit So doon, parang na-expose talaga ako sa accounting work. And, kumbaga, growing up, lumalaki talaga ako na kumakausap talaga kami ng clients. Kaya, doon ko rin siguro natutunan na, ito yung mga clients na nag-help out sa amin to continue yung business. Kaya, eventually, yun yung end goal ko na ma-register talaga yung business namin. Tapos eventually, ano talaga yun, as accounting firm na may CPA. So yan. And because of that, parang ginawa kong tool din ng pagsa-sideline sa Sun Life to really build yung network. At the same time din, it helped me na magkaroon ng iba't ibang exposure into how the business works. So, feeling ko hand in hand naging part siya. And parehas naman siyang nasa financial side. Kaya sabi ko, it will work.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, grabe no, sa ibang mga kids kasi, they have the chance naman to hindi sumali sa family business. Maraming ganun na yung parents nila, busy, tapos yung mga kids, they're doing something else, and they decide not to join the family business. And in your case naman, ikaw na mismo sinabit mo yung sarili mo to the family business because you understood the value of hustle, of earning for your own expenses. So, ang galing nun kasi malaking mindset na difference yun with majority of the people nowadays. And if you already know how to manage your finances at a young age, then everything else will follow, diba? And then, ang nakakatuwa kasi, I can see the passion in your eyes. You're so excited to share your knowledge. You're so excited to share how you can help your clients as well as help your parents. Parang you're also giving back to your parents. The mere fact na naisip mo magpa-certify as an accountant, it's already a big leap in terms of gratitude mo towards your parents. Wow. Wow. And how was your parents like when they knew that when you were young, diba? You were hustling already for them. Is it something that they're happy to do with you or parang nainis sila na bakit nandito yung anak mo? Depende sa magulang, ha?
Oo. Actually, yung parents kasi namin, inayaan nila kaming dumiskarte sa amin. As in, kumbaga, with purpose palagi yung kung bakit nila kami pinapagawa ng ganito. I know, kaya ako laging ninanudge ng nanay ko noon na, sumama ka sa ganyan, sumama ka kay ganyan. Lalo pag pupunta kami dun sa magpapapirma na ng yung CPA na pinapapapirmahan namin before. Ako pa yung nagaganon kasi meron niyang selyo Dati siniselyohan pa yung bawat ITR na ginagawa, yung FS na ginagawa. Siniselyohan pa yun. Tapos from there, parang kumbaga confirmation lang din yun na gusto ko siyang gawin. And hindi kasi sila yung mapilit na, sige, gawin mo yan. Kung gusto mo sumama, sige. Pero ito is something na will help you talaga kung gusto mo talaga ito yung gawin mo. So, ang purpose ko lang noon, gusto ko lang kumita. Gusto ko lang may panggastos pag pag bakasyon.
Correct.
Pero nung time na yun, looking back, na-realize ko siya na it helped me a lot. Parang every time na makakausap ko yung colleagues ko before, yung exposure na binigay sa akin ng parents ko helped me a lot in terms of how I can manage my own finances. At the same time, ano yung ibang opportunity kapag lumabas ka.
Yes.
Yun talaga. Kaya hindi kami yung, pag nag-work ka dyan, employee ka lang.
Yeah. Sure.
Kaya nung time na first time ko mag-work, parang innate sa akin na, ano pa ba yung pwede kong gawin? Kasi I still have after 5.
Yes. Okay.
Ano pa ba yung pwede kong gawin? Kaya doon ako napunta sa Sun Life.
Yeah.
Kasi pwede ko siyang gawin. And then at the same time, whatever I'm learning sa financial side as a CPA, I can give it as a value to my clients.
Yes. So, complementary. At the same time, yung mindset mo talaga iba. Kasi for a lot of people, and this is the hard truth, if we're programmed na 8 to 5 lang dapat ang trabaho, the rest Netflix na or barkada na. For those who succeed, kahit naman yung mga CEOs of top companies worldwide. In fact, si Elon Musk nga sabi is 100 hours a week siya nag-work. He doesn't have to, but he wanted to. And at the same time, marami siyang gusto kasing gawin or ma-achieve. So same with Sean. Plus, na-enjoy pa ni Sean yung ginagawa niya. So she wants to achieve a lot. She wants to help a lot of people. And at the same time, she's enjoying what she's doing. And that's the key also to your success kasi hindi mo siya iniisip as obligasyon mo. It's more of contributing to the society, to your clients, and all that. And then, question na rin, kasi di ba, yung company nyo, I'm pretty sure it grew when you joined. Ngayon, 300 clients na kayo and counting. 300 businesses ha, ang sinusupport nyo for accounting services. How did it grow from there?
Nung time na pumasok ako as a CPA talaga dun sa namin, ako na yung maharap sa client. Ako na yung sumasama ko palagi with my mother kasi kailangan ko pa rin ng guidance Kasi she's doing that for almost 20 years. Tapos, ina-apply ko na lang din dun yung how to communicate with client. So, from there, eventually, kasi mas maalam na yung mga business owners ngayon na gusto nila yung mag-handle ng finances nila or mag-handle ng compliance nila is may CPA.
Okay.
So, yun yung nangyari. Kumbaga, plus point na
Plus
rin yun
point.
sa namin, sa business namin na nagpa-participate talaga ako as CPA dun sa company namin. And from there, mas nagkakaroon sila ng sound decision making in terms of how they want to go to their business, kung anong direction yung gusto nila. Kasi mas natutulungan talaga in terms of consultation, ganyan. Kasi pag nagko-consult naman sila sa amin, libre naman yun, hindi naman kami nagpapabayad kung meron silang tatanungin. Tapos eventually, dahil na-appreciate nila yung service na binibigay namin, doon sila nagre-refer na lang. Kasi hindi naman kami nagmamarket. As in, referral system na lang din siya. And then, nag-help out na lang din ako in terms of having a system inside our company. Kasi sabi nga din ng mother ko, mahirap tumanggap ng maraming clients kung hindi naman din maayos yung loob.
System. Yes, true.
So, because of that, dati yung mga clients namin, wala yung mga proposal.
Okay.
So, walang binding na agreement. So, nung pumasok ako, nagkaroon kami ng proposal, nagkaroon na ng, magkakaroon na ng audit trail kung dun sa every transaction na meron kami, which is, kumbaga, set up for success na din yun.
Yes.
Which is, sabi ko nga palagi, lagi ko talaga sinasabi, preparation meets opportunity.
Yes.
So, because we prepared that inside our own house sa company, mas madali na yung pagpasok ng mga clients. So, yun, I think, kaya din tumagal yung ibang clients namin ng 20 years kasabay na ng business. Kasi nga, nakita din nila yung growth na hindi lang siya stagnant. Nakita nila na, this company, yung partner in their business is nag-grow din. So, yun yung things na na-value din nila.
So, for business owners, if you're starting out with a business, remember, yung clients mo yung magre-refer sa'yo if you give them a good service or you go beyond what's expected. Just like what Sean is doing, nagbibigay siya ng free consultation to their clients kasi nga, it's a way for them to also to increase yung trust sa isa't isa. And at the same time, syempre yung mga clients, minsan hindi nila alam kung ano yung kailangan nila They don't know what they don't know. So if Sean is there to help them out, find solutions, then it's a good opportunity to increase the business ng firm nila. And at the same time, makakaisip si client nila, ano pang next business ko? Baka gusto nyo kayo na rin na mag-handle. So it's a good thing then that you mentioned na kailangan prepared ka.
Yes.
And you formalized everything, yung mga proposal and all that. Kasi pagka talaga ang ginawa mo is casual lang na recording, conversation, wala kayong paper trail, walang way to parang take care of your clients in a very professional way. Definitely, pag may nakita silang mas maganda ang services than yours, lilipat sila. Yun. So, one thing to note also as a business owner. Now, let's go to your personal life. Okay lang ba?
Sure.
Okay. You just got married a few months ago. And then, you have a lot of things going on. Tapos yung husband mo rin, sobrang busy din na architect. How do you guys still find time to bond, to nurture the relationship?
Actually, totoo yan. Kasi before talaga ng marriage, as in, gabi talaga siya umuwi. Kumbaga, kapag may mga tinatapos na deadline, umaabot talaga. Parang nature na ng work nila yun. So, inintindi ko na lang din yun kasi nga, yun talaga yung passion niya. And in terms of having our own time, lagi ko siyang pinipili talaga na sumama nun nung nagte-tennis kami. As in,
Okay.
nito nung na ano lang talaga, na busy lang this month. Pero, sabi ko sa kanya, we have to have sports or
Yes.
activity na magkasama
Together,
tayo.
yes.
Kasi, baka sa susunod magkaiwalay na tayo. Kung hindi tayo magkaroon ng activity. So, yan, isa yan. Tennis.
Okay.
And then, pag nagbabasketball siya ngayon, sinasamahan ko din talaga siya. So, more on sports talaga yung, kumbaga,
Nice.
pangtanggal din ng stress na ginagawa namin.
Mm.
And then, I really make sure na every weekend may family time kami. It's either sa family niya and then sa family ko.
Mm-mm.
And then, at times, magkakasama kami sa church pag nagsa-service.
Mm.
So, yun yung parang pinaka-bonding namin. And, I think ang ginawa ko neto, kasi 8 months na kaming, married eh. So, hindi ko naman siya namamalayan, pero sabi ko talaga, kailangan may conscious effort talaga to really nurture the relationship. So, ginagawa ko, nagbubuk talaga ako ng, ako yung assigned sa pagbubuk. Ano talaga siya? Travel prince talaga siya. Pag kapag nagta-travel kami, as in, tatanong na lang niya, saan tayo pupunta? So, ano na lang yan, susunod na lang siya. Tapos, yun, ginawa ko yun nung anniversary namin ng boyfriend-girlfriend, nag-book ako sa Japan. Parang yun na rin yung pinaka-ano namin,
Honeymoon ba?
honeymoon, honeymoon. Tapos, netong July, nagpunta naman kami ng Siargao. Yan. So, yung mga places na hindi namin napupuntahan pa, kahit nung single pa lang kami, yun yung tinatry kong puntahan namin. So, yan, yun yung parang pinaka-bonding na namin. And, so far, okay naman siya kasi at least during those trips, nakakapag-usap kami ng hindi about sa business, hindi about sa ginagawa namin, sa mga nakaka-stress namin, pero about the things na inspires us, yung gives us hope in terms of our future, our relationship.
Nice.
So, yan.
Yeah, importante pa rin, lalo na ngayon na a lot of things could distract us. Umpisa sa cellphone. Tapos yung mga parang FOMO. Some people have more time to do stuff that they really like versus invest in time on their relationships. So, yun. Tapos, parang ngayon kasi it's more about me, I. Nawawala na yung essence ng relationship ng us, we, together. Lalo na ngayon nga, yun sa distractions. And then, also, it's important to note yung sinabi ni Sean na they really take the time to be together and not talk about work or business. Kasi pag magkasama na kayo, yung pa rin pinag-uusapan nyo, nothing to look forward to and nagiging sometimes cause pa ng away. Imbes na nagbabakasyon ka, nagre-relax ka, nag-aaway kayo kasi may hindi kayo pinagkasunduan sa business. Yun. Yeah, that's a good advice din for young couples. And then, kami naman, ng husband ko, we've been married for so many years, lampas 1 dekada na. And just like you, we always find time to be together, even on simple days, like, upo lang sa couch, nag lang ng movie, that's it. Okay na yon. And it's important that you have consistency in that kind of setup, na meron talaga kayong siniset na time and day just to be together. Ang galing din, no? When it comes to marriage, okay, so syempre pareho kayong successful in your own field. How does the equal balance ng power inside the household looks like?
Actually, we really respect yung design talaga ni God sa marriage eh. Siya magle-lead, ako magsasubmit. So, ganun yung dynamics namin na at the end of the day, siya pa rin yung last decision. Pero, ang good thing naman sa husband ko, nagtatanong talaga siya sa akin ng opinion ko, ganyan. Nire-respect niya. Pero, hindi ko pinipilit kung ano yung tingin kong for me na tama. Kasi, at the end of the day, power struggle yung nangyayari pag ganun yung naging dynamics eh. Parang, at the end of the day, sabi ko sa'yo eh.
Oo, nagkakasumbatan.
Ayokong sabihin talaga yun sa kanya. So, every time na may things na hindi maganda yung result, bawi na lang tayo next time. Ganun na lang yung sinasabi ko din sa kanya. So, ang nangyayari pag sa bahay namin, pag may, yung operation sa bahay, sa akin talaga yan. Operation na kailangan mamalengke, mga ganyan, maglinis, kung paano yung nangyaring dynamics, ganyan. Pero, in terms of provision, siya yung
Okay.
nag-aano nun. Siya yung nagpo-provide for that. So, ganun yung ano namin. And doon ko na-realize sa 8 months na mag-asawa kami, ano talaga siya, work talaga siya, yung
Yes.
marriage.
Yes, yes.
Hindi pala siya yung parang, happy-happy na kasi
Yes,
magkasama
yes.
na kayo. Hindi, parang mas marami na akong time na ginagawa ko yung para sa household compare na dati na kaya kong nasa labas na maghapon na ginagawa lang yung sarili kong work.
Yes.
Ganyan. So, na-realize ko, shucks, dalawa na kami, hindi na pwedeng yung, kung okay lang sa akin makalat yung bahay. Okay
Hindi
lang.
pwede.
Hindi na pwede. Kasi syempre, paano siya marerelax kung hindi naman maayos yung house. So, ganon, yung na-realize ko na ganon, na-humble lang din ako kasi syempre, bagong role siya,
Yeah.
nag-a-adjust pa. Pero I allow myself to learn from the experience na na-experience ko ngayon.
And it's a daily commitment eh.
Yes.
Yun na
oo.
yun eh. When you sign the contract and witnessed by your friends and family, it's a testament na you'll work with each other, not you'll work on yourself, I'll work on yourself. Talagang sabay kayo in everything.
Sabay talaga.
And na-excite ako on what the future holds for both of you. Alam ko marami kayong hopes and dreams. And I'm sure in one way, shape, or form darating yung mga yan sa inyo. Nakakatawa.
Yes.
And of course, you've been doing a lot of roles. You're a businesswoman. You're an advisor, financial advisor. You're a wife. You're a child. You're a daughter. And you have social circles, sports circles, yoga circles, whatever. Ang dami mo pang ibang roles
Kaya
at ginagawa. How do you still find time to relax, to pause from all the, everything that's going on around you?
Actually, ano din yan, sobrang, pag iniisip ko nga, bago pa pumasok yung isang linggo, next week, ano na siya, kumbaga parang jump pack na, ano na lahat.
Yeah.
So, I really make sure talaga na in the morning, meron akong time to reflect, to meditate, to really connect sa ultimate source din talaga na si God. And yun yung source ng strength throughout the day. Kasi kahit ano pa yung ginagawa mo na tingin mong makakapag-energize na sa akin, wala siya lahat kung hindi ka connected sa ultimate source talaga. Okay. So, every day talaga, I make sure, I find time talaga na, I need to be replenished sa word niya. Kasi sabi nga, di ba, he who refreshes others will be refreshed. So, in that sense talaga, I really make sure na, Lord, fill me. I-empty ko yung sarili ko of myself, fill me. So, yun yung ginagawa ko tuwing umaga, to really do my roles. Kasi, nakakaubos talaga siya.
Yeah.
Parang, pagdating ng Sunday, parang gusto ko nang humilata ng maghapon. Tapos, sakabakbakan na naman the next week. Pero, kung alam natin kung kanino tayo mag-refuel ba, we know na, okay, sige, I can do it.
But in closing, I just want to know then, what are your tips for people who just got married in terms of finances? Ayan.
Actually, hindi ko pa siya pero I'll just share kung ano yung ginagawa.
Yeah, yung nag-work sa inyo.
Right now, every month talaga, nakalatag lang talaga. Actually, meron kaming isang isang whiteboard. Nakalista doon talaga lahat ng ginagastos namin. Kasi, hands-on din talaga yung husband ko in terms of, syempre, siya yung nagpo-provide. Siya yung nagpo-provide. So, alam niya dapat yung ginagastos. So, nakasulat doon kung ano yung mga ginagastos namin. So, kunyari, ako, syempre, dahil nung mag-isa pa lang ako, ganito yung ginagastos ko. Alam ko siya, sa akin lang. Pero dalawa kami, kailangan accountable kami parehas. So, nung time na dalawa na kami, napansin ko talaga lumaki yung kuryente. Dati parang kaya ko minsan nga nagsisiro pa yung kuryente ko pag hindi naman ako madalas sa bahay. Ilang weeks, ganyan. Ngayon talaga hindi na siya bumababa. Tapos syempre may mga appliances na nagdag, ganyan. So nakalista talaga yon yung budget, kung saan siya, para saan siya. Tapos hindi kami yung yung nawawalan ng something na pang-date.
Yeah,
ganyan.
nice.
Meron pa rin yung may budget pa rin pang-date, pang-travel. Saka at the same time, hindi naman siya yung nag-work ka lang para mabayaran
Yes.
yung lahat
Bills,
ng bills. Kailangan important siya na you enjoy life and at the same time, meron din pang future portion.
Mm.
So, what we do is, sa budgeting namin, may part na 20% pang future. Ito, iniipon mo to.
Mhm.
Kapag may opportunity to invest, ilagay mo yan dyan.
Nice.
Tapos, kapag naman, may portion din na benevolent,
Mhm.
na kunyari, may nangailangan.
Yes.
Meron kang panghihiram.
Pang-
Tapos, syempre yung both parties na, uy, nanghiram si ganyan. Meron
Oh,
ba?
yeah.
So, yun, meron din kaming ganun. And then, yun nga, yung mga pang-fun, travel,
Okay.
yung pang-date, meron din yan, may portion din sa ganun. Para at least, enjoy lang din yung
Yeah.
life. And, yung husband ko naman, siya, consult naman siya kasi nga alam niya nasa financial side ako. So, pag yung may mga future siya na gustong i-invest in terms sa business niya, ganyan, tinatanong niya muna yan talaga sa akin. And at the same time, ganun din ako.
Mm.
Kung tingin mo okay ba yung ganito, kasi more on, ang ini-investan ko naman, personal development. Kasi yun yung time na whatever yung I'm learning, na-share ko din naman sa kanya. Eh ngayon siya, focus talaga siya dun sa pagbibuild ng mga tao niya, ng sa team niya. So, sa ganun, yun yung side na ini-investan niya yung sa business niya, ini-investan ko yung sa business ko as sa personal development. Yun naman yung part na, sige, go lang, supportahan
Yeah.
kami sa isa't isa.
Nice.
So, ganun yung nagiging flow namin ngayon. And hopefully, mag-improve eventually. Diba?
Wow, ang galing. Well, I hope our audience was able to learn a lot from Sean. So, isa-summarize ko lang, no, yung sinabi niya. Sa dami ng tips na nakuha ko for today. Number 1, you need to trust the higher being to fill you up every day. Number 2, you have to have teamwork with your partner, with your husband, or sino man yung kasama mo sa buhay. You need to be transparent and talk to each other closely. And then number 3, you have to be ready for the opportunities. Become prepared para yung pag-opportunity dumating, nakailalatag mo na lang. And of course, you have to enjoy. It doesn't matter kung gaano kadami mo na nagawa mong trabaho if you're hustling hard, but if you don't get to enjoy it, what's the purpose of it, right? So yun. So I hope you enjoyed our conversation today,
Yes.
Sean. And I hope we were able to we'll be able to help out at least one person through this conversation. Thank you for
Thank you,
showing
Dap.
up.
Yes.
Kahit alam ko napaka-busy mo.
Yes.
And thank you for being here. We appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yay! Thank you guys. See you next time. Bye!
Bye.